Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. It's the 22nd of May 2022 today, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So we have some astrology. This is from the UK, British summertime. So the moon starts off in Aquarius today. It's going to form a sextile to Venus and a conjunction to Saturn. So we could find ourselves making firm commitments to our values around love and money in a really responsible way. It makes a change. The sort of things are grounded, stable, responsible. And then as the moon moves into Pisces, it's going to square the Mercury and the Sun, who are in Gemini, having just had a conjunction at the beginning of Gemini. And we can find communication and information could be difficult as we lose our trains of thoughts into the boundaryless imagination of Pisces. But when the Mars sextiles Pluto, it could bring some deep transformation and liberation up. So, you know, if you're having difficulty communicating, just go with it. Go out into your imagination, swim in the universal consciousness, dive deep, and see what comes up with that Mars-Pluto aspect. So let's see what the cards have to say and what help, advice and support they can give us. I've got the Work Your Light cards, Oracle deck, and I'm going to use the Handle tarot deck today. So let's see what they have to say. What do we need to know for today, the 22nd of May 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support, guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Oops, we've got one dropped out there. Put that to one side. Just realised I've not moved my camera, so you can see what I'm doing. But I am shuffling. Mercury is still retrograde, in case you'd forgotten. Yeah, things are a little all over the place still. Camera, the light seems really light today. I don't know why. It's quite cloudy outside. It's almost like there's a new light in my room. Okay. I don't know if you're noticing it out there in YouTube land. Anyway, let's see what we've got. What do we need to know for today? Okay, so came out the other day. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, can you? Oops. Okay. Then we've got the Great Gathering. It's coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. Okay, can I put that on there? I don't know if you can see that very well. Oh dear. Maybe best not to do my readings in the middle of the day at this time of year. And then share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Okay, that one's showing up a bit better. Okay, so, and then the card that jumped out, we're really being told something here. Starseed again. Okay, Starseed, which has been coming out quite a lot just recently. What lights you up? I think the last 3 or 4 times I've used this deck, Starseed has come out. We're being told something here, I think. Okay, so we're in a time of great healing. It's been growing and developing the last few years, and the last few months it seems to have really sort of gathered pace, and especially because we're in eclipse season until the 30th, when we have the new moon in Gemini. And what I'm feeling from these cards is that, you know, in the past, you know, we've been persecuted, we've hidden ourselves, we've made ourselves small, kept ourselves safe. And this might not just be in this lifetime, this might be in previous lifetimes as well. And the energy at the moment, we're not just healing from this lifetime, we're healing across lots of lifetimes. So in this great coming together of star seeds, of the soul tribes and everything, we no longer need to dim ourselves to make ourselves fit in. We can allow ourselves to shine, allow whatever lights us up to come through, to express ourselves, to find our voice and to speak out and speak up, and joining in communities with our soul tribes, and finding safe spaces together to grow and to take this transformation forward. So that's the oracle energy. Let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say on the back of that. So we've got the all-seeing eye of the handle deck, and I'm going to have to do these readings earlier in the morning or later in the day, I think, when the light's different. It's not even really sunny, but it just feels really bright, and I can see that you're having difficulty seeing the cards. I apologise for that. So what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for the 22nd of May 2022. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for today, the 22nd of May 2022. What do we need to know? Let's see where we are. So, cards coming out. We've got the Seven of Swords. I'll show you these cards as I talk through them. Okay. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Two of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. My brain. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Stones. So that's 3 sevens we've got out. The only 7 we haven't got yet on the table is the Seven of Wands. Okay. Then we've got the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands in the East. Okay. So where we find ourselves, the Seven of Swords, we might have been keeping, as with the oracle cards, keeping our mouths shut, keeping ourselves hidden, being secret. Often this card is a thief in the night card, but I sometimes see it as playing your cards close to your chest. In today's reading with the oracle cards that have come out, I'm seeing it as, you know, we've more than kept ourselves things close to our chest. We've hidden ourselves, we've made ourselves small, we've not spoken out, we've not communicated with other people, and for whatever reason, whether we don't feel safe or there's fear there, or, you know, old belief system or whatever, for whatever reason, we've been keeping our thoughts to ourselves, and not speaking up or communicating with other people. This has come from things that have happened to us in the past. the card that's leaving, the energy that's leaving is the Six of Cups. Usually it's a card of reminiscing. In this deck it's called happiness, but the happiness comes from like looking to the past, things that have made us happy previously. Our own comfort zone is a word that's coming through to me as well, where we've been in our comfort zone. And also sort of, with Mercury retrograde going at the moment still, we are reviewing, re-examining, looking over things, reassessing. So we could be looking, or we have been looking backwards into our past, could have been looking at old belief systems and ideas, and thoughts, things like that. And that energy is moving away into the past. Okay. What's below us and the foundation that we're building things on is the Two of Cups, love. This is the new foundation. This is as we release in the old beliefs, the old fears, the old dimming ourselves, and as we're coming into love for ourselves and our communities and our work, connecting in with our soul tribes and things, and it's feeling safer. It feels safer to open your heart to love. Okay. And the message coming from above, from Spirit, we've got the Four of Swords, truce. We've got a white feather here. And, just stopping those old patterns and giving ourselves a chance to heal, making peace with ourselves. And if you've been in fight and flight and sympathetic nervous system dominance for a long time, this is resetting the nervous system. This is coming back into parasympathetic nervous system dominance and rest and digest. We're just bringing ourselves down, and that combined with love, that connection, just helps us to sort of reset and to let go of those old patterns. So we're in that process at the moment. What's coming in next is the Seven of Cups. We could be contemplating all the possibilities out there. There's always a warning with the Seven of Cups about what is illusion. Maybe we've held back, kept ourselves small and dim with wild fantasies and beliefs about sort of how scary the future is, or the what ifs and what could be's and worst case scenarios and things like that. If we're coming from a place of love and healing, then we can start looking at the future in a more realistic way. The what ifs could become new possibilities and things. When we're feeling supported and we're gathering with our soul tribes and things like that, and realizing that we're star seeds, then we start opening up to new possibilities, positive futures and things like that. The clarifiers is got the Chariot, direction of moving forward, harnessing our energies, looking at sort of new possible futures that are victorious and how we can get there. With the Four of Cups, this can be where it is, the position it's in is a warning, again, not to be caught up in the small, in the mundane worries and things like that. Or rushing out into things, sitting and meditating in all of this. Sometimes when we see an opening, or often when we see an opening, we immediately want to jump on it and race out and well, actually, we're better to just step back and sit there and ponder. And especially because we are still in Mercury retrograde, sitting back and thinking about what's coming up and go, that's interesting, mulling things over. The Seven of Stones or the Seven of Discs or Pentacles, patience, contemplating the seeds we're planted or we're planting. If we rush things, we could ruin the crop. Okay, so again, stepping back and pondering and just letting the universe, spirit, life just evolve in its own time. There's probably still bits that we still need to know, that will unfold at the right time, divine timing. And as they do, it allows us to get a better picture of where we're going. Cards that came out from the bottom of the deck, which is the environment, the subconscious. We've got the Five of Wands, more minor irritations and conflicts and things. Nothing major, but just annoyances. You know, this is letting you know that they're there, along with sort of, you know, the disgruntled feelings and emotions of the Four of Cups. Sort of getting caught up in these. We don't need to. And when we let go of those, it allows us to connect to the divine gift of the wands, that divine inspiration and passion, coming up when we're connected to love, when we've been doing the healing, when we have patience. This reading is really a feeling of it's all coming together, but we don't have to rush out and have it all happen all at once. We have time, and just allow it to evolve. Open yourself up and allow this light to shine out of you, out into the world, and then you attract like, because like attracts like. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated for you through the whole reading, or different aspects of the reading. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a reading from me, then email me at the email link below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.